October 21st. I'm sorry my kids are so loud all the time, but this is real life. Maybe someday I will have a big enough closet to sit in and just like hide in there to read. But for now, this is it. Ew. Some of you may or may not like this one. Having honest friends. If you tell me you already understand, I feel a little pessimistic. If you say you do not understand, I feel more optimistic. And I can never pronounce this person's name, that Thich Nhat Hanh, is that right? I suck. This Vietnamese monk, so renowned for his insight, helps us remember that no one can live up to their image of themselves. We can only live out our questions. I have learned from both sides, from being the one with all the answers and from being the one with all the questions, that there is no real bond with others until we share the evidence of who we are and not just our conclusions. It's taken a long time, but I finally get it. I cannot have both truth and love in my life until I speak from the I and stop putting all my pain into you. Until I own all my stumblings and stop projecting my misfortunes onto everyone nearby. Amen to that. You know that saying, like, real change begins when you get tired of your own shit. I think that's what he's saying here in a much more eloquent manner. I have a friend. His name is Alan. We have known each other for 29 years. Across 18 states and through storms, we swore we would never let up. We held each other when marriages failed, through accidents and cancers, and held each other up when our grandmothers died. I have seen him in the rain where words can't reach him. I have seen the rain that is his alone. And here now, because we've dared to open our small windows to each other, because we've broken down in front of each other with fragments of what we thought was truth, we have the privilege of asking again, as if for the first time, who are you? I look at him after all these years without protection and I say, I want to know you. Whatever you have withheld, whatever I have not been able to hear, let us sit in the clearing and understand each other like old birds whose wings are used now more to huddle than to fly. Oh my God, I love that. Having an honest friend, one before whom you can dump all your heart's pockets and still feel that you are worth something, is a form of wealth that will buy you nothing, but will give you everything. And mysteriously and rightly, to find such a friend, we must be such a friend. Amen. Oh my gosh, this was a good one today. Okay, so before I move on to mindfulness, I hope you have a friend out there like this. I hope you are a friend like this to someone. It really is such an important thing. It's so important. Like someone that you could literally just dump all your truth out in front of and know that they're not going to judge you. They might call you out on your shit, but they're not going to judge you. And then after they call you out on your shit, or after they at least let you purge it all out and discuss it and hash it down, then they can say, so what are you going to do about it? Do you need my help? How can I help? Let's do this. I have a friend like that. And I hope I am a friend like that. Boo-boo, you out there? You gonna let me know? The funny thing is, she's from Texas and lives in Nevada now, and that's where we met, was in Nevada, and now I live here in Texas, not far from where she was born. We're so far away. We Marco Polo each other pretty regularly. Both have busy lives. She has a new sweetheart and just moved to a different position in her job, and so that is taking up a fair amount of her time, and I want it to. I love her and I miss her, but for her to have a relationship that feels good to her, and this person is loving on her and being that kind of a friend, that's what I want more than talking to her every day. I want her to be in right relationship with someone who gives her back as much as she gives, because she gives a lot. So she's out there somewhere. I know she is, and I love her. All right. I feel like I hear a kid coming. I guess not. Mindful moment. Mindfulness is now. Ooh. It looks like he gives you a warning. This meditation is around risk. Center yourself and breathe freely, and bring to mind someone you would like to be closer to. Breathe deeply and recall a belief you have expressed to this person. Now meditate on the personal experience that led you to this belief. Breathe freely and safely, and make a vow to share some of this experience the next time you are together. Oh, that's good. That's a total bonding sort of thing, because there's vulnerability in it. There's a quote, and I don't know who said it, but intimacy is built through shared vulnerability. It is true. So if you are lacking intimate relationships in your life, whether it's, just a friend, or whether it's a sexual partner, think about if you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and think about if you are finding people who are willing to be vulnerable with you. And if they're not, is it because they have, and there's a dog. If they're not allowing themselves to be vulnerable, is it their hang up, or is it because you have not made them feel safe or like they can trust you? Just a little something to think about. I don't know. I'm a hairstylist. I've been doing that for so long. People tell me, I have to take these off. I have heard crazy things, crazy stories. I think I've heard everything. Everything. I haven't always wanted to hear those things, but it is a interesting position to be in. I think it's more powerful than I ever gave it credit being. There's something about, because it happens in the grocery store too, like random people. You're at the Kroger, you're at the Piggly Wiggly. So let's say you're at the Piggly Wiggly and you're up there trying to, check your groceries out. And for me, I don't know if this happens to you, but for me, the cashier or the person behind me will just say things that I feel are so personal and so vulnerable, and like, why would you say that? Not creepy. Sometimes it's creepy, but they will share things that are mind-blowingly personal and vulnerable. And so you can only imagine what happens when someone is sitting in your chair for an hour or 3 or 4, however long it takes to do their hair. How much time you spend and how they might just share or overshare. I guess I am one of those people that makes people feel safe. I don't know. Sometimes I wish I wasn't. Be like, I can't unhear that. I need to spoon out my ears. And now there's a cat. Anyway, let's do water. Thank you for being the type of friend that allows other people to be vulnerable with you. Thank you for being the kind of friend that people know they are safe with. Thank you for showing up today. And then drink the good vibes. Have a magnificent, marvelous, masterful day. He just unmade the bed. Beast. I will see you tomorrow.